Annyeong!
Hi,
Team 12's here, and today we're reviewing Attack on Titan, episode 31, titled The Warrior. Now, today's episode, we had a feeling it was going to be pretty epic. I didn't realize how it would really affect me because I kind of knew it was going to happen. But, yeah. Gobb, what's going on? Forgot to introduce you.
Nothing much, Nimbus. I was waiting here patiently just to see how long it would take you to realize I was here.
Oh, sorry, I wasn't paying attention. What did you say?
Oh no, don't worry about it. It's fine. It's fine. No, it's fine. Don't worry about it. So I gotta say, I was kind of forgetting my timeline and thought that this episode was going to be a little bit more of like the action than it actually was. A lot of flashbacks in this one, which I generally liked, but was, it felt like they could have gotten a little more out of this episode. That they were kind of pacing it so that they could leave it with Eren like going into Titan mode. But we'll get into that in a little bit.
Exactly.
So you start out with the flashback into what happened in this last episode and like why were they all at this wall trying to save Ymir.
Right, and we got the jump back to what happened in the last two episodes, actually, over the span of a couple episodes. And, it's great, but we were literally having Inception flashbacks in the last episode, a flashback within a flashback. And at this point, we really just wanted to see what was happening right now. And we got a couple flashbacks, but we really did get some development in this episode because right off the bat, we get, for us, people in America or English speakers, we see the text at the bottom of the screen, and it says, Bertolt's telling Eren, he's like, come over here, we need to talk to you. I'm the Armor Titan, and he's the Colossal Titan.
So casual, just like dropped it, like, yeah, so it's like he's just telling his buddy that, like, yeah, we just ordered some pizzas. Like, yeah, I'm the Armored Titan, he's the Colossal Titan, so yeah, where do you want to order pizza from?
Yeah, it was really outrageous, and, they don't even really dive into it. It's kind of just one sentence, and then they jump around to Mikasa and other people, then they jump back for a second, and Rainer is literally losing his mind. Eren is in denial, and Bertolt is just shocked, and he does not know what to do. And, it's really incredible because even though to the viewers, I mean, I was shocked when I heard it, or read it originally in the manga, but again, I saw it now, and I was still shocked, and I was like, oh my god.
I mean, the first time I read it in the manga, I kind of read through it, and then had to, page back a couple pages and be like, okay, well, wait, what? Like, did he just, drop that so casually? Like, whatever?
Yeah, this is one of the biggest spoilers in the series, and between the anime coming out and when it happened in the manga is a couple years now. I think it was chapter, 40-something, and now we're finally here in 2017. I can talk to so many more people about Attack on Titan now. This is incredible. But,
yeah.
It's interesting because actually the 104th Division had some ideas that Bertolt and Rainer were somehow in alliance with Annie. So,
well, I mean, it comes back to the same old thing of Armin is somehow knows everything that's going on, and then as soon as one puzzle piece falls, Armin's like, oh, and then this, and then this, and then this, and then this, oh, suddenly I realized that he wasn't just saving himself, he was giving Annie a message there, and he was the first one to ask. His memory is flawless.
Yeah, it's
flawless.
His memory literally is the exact same thing I saw in season 1. It's incredible.
I've had a chance to read this a couple times, and my memory of all of this isn't even that sharp. That man is one of the most intelligent people in any anime I can remember.
Yeah, he's got the brains, and I hope he just continues to use it, and it's incredible for him to kind of fill in the blanks immediately. For example, what happened is Rainer and Armin are literally about to get just destroyed by the female Titan. The female Titan grabs Rainer by the hand, ready to squash him. She kind of pauses there. At first, it was kind of dramatic effect.
And you
When
see
I was
see a little
watching
blood,
it,
you're like, oh, he's dead.
right, I was watching it in season 1, but of course she's not going to kill him, and that blood was him carving a message into her hand.
Mm-hmm.
And then he miraculously busts out.
And
you
then
know,
and then you get the classic anime shot of like her holding the hand, like right here,
Yeah.
the holding the hand, so you can kind of see the hand, so you know that there was something there, but like the smoke is filling it up, so like we can't see it, but obviously she can.
Exactly. You know, a couple sentences in this episode completely change the dynamic of both of these images. You
Mm-hmm.
know, it's incredible how that can happen. You know, it's so well animated, but you still can revisit an old scene and completely changes the meaning.
And something that I was kind of confused by was, so in this one, this picture down in the bottom corner, so Reiner, like, suddenly when he, like, is full on revealing that he is a Titan, like, holds up his arm and it starts healing. So does that mean that he has total control over his healing powers? Like, that he can just be like, okay, I'm not going to heal now because I don't want people to know that I'm a Titan, but then, like, suddenly he's like, yep, okay, now this is all healed, we're good.
I don't know if he can completely suppress it from happening, which is why he was so heavily bandaged.
Yeah.
But I think he can hold it back. You know, I
Yeah.
think you need to learn how to tap in, because if I remember correctly, Eren would cut himself and nothing would happen.
Yeah, I mean, it's one of those. It's really interesting how, like, it seems like there's a lot that Eren has to learn about being a Titan and all that goes into it. That there's just like there's so many of these little things that everyone assumes like, okay, there's no way you'd have control over it. And then we're seeing that all of these people who are clearly like trained or had some sort of background in this, like, know how to control all of these interesting powers.
Yeah, you know, maybe they had someone teaching them, like the old Titans, you know, the old armor Titan could have taught them, but who knows how their hometown acted or anything like that. So
yeah,
I might know something, but
maybe. So general spoilers. What? Go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say, and then they literally become the Titans, and it's all out just madness and craziness. How do you feel about the lightning transformations?
Well, so it was kind of interesting. So I just have to throw out, Mikasa was just murking people.
Yeah.
Did they turn into Titans because they got cut by Mikasa? Like, was it because I didn't see them like bite themselves or do anything to turn into a Titan?
I think
so. Like, was it because they had gotten damaged and they were like wanted to turn into a Titan that they became a Titan?
I think they could have just as easily cut themselves, but Mikasa literally cut off Rainer's arm and slit Bertolt's
neck.
throat.
Went for it.
Yeah. So that was insane. She's incredible, and you know, you saw her gripping her sword, you know, very early on in this. And
ready to go. Let's go.
She's got Eren's back. You know, if you want anyone on your side, I might take Mikasa over Eren, to be honest.
Oh, I'd definitely take Mikasa over Eren. The only question is it Mikasa or Levi? And I'm still probably going Mikasa. It's the Ackermans. Can't mess with the Ackermans.
Cannot mess with them. I thought the animation was particularly good here. Colossal Titan, they're doing a lot of 3D stuff. This one looked a little weird to me at some points, but still I think it's an incredible design, and I love every episode where we get the Titans.
And getting to see the Colossal Titan again, like, in the anime was interesting because I forgot just how gigantic he was. Like, there's no chance Eren would have any sort of fighting power against a guy like the Colossal Titan.
Right, it's really interesting because you see these skeletons, these rib cages just like form. He's not even full size, and he's just massive. I wonder how you have to actually, what's the correct formation to, you know, to summon this Titan? Like, what position do you have to be in? Because I think Bertolt was laying down, and then he just, only half of him came out. What does he need? Can he control what parts of him come out, or? I mean,
and maybe that has something to do with the fact that, you know, he was so badly damaged when he tried to transform that it was a little harder.
Yeah, that's possible. Can't breathe, you know.
Yeah.
Throat is slashed open.
Yeah, it makes it a little hard to breathe. Plus, you can't eat. Totally would die eventually.
Yeah. So what are you taking away from this fight? Was there anything you want to highlighted.
I'm pumped for this next episode. Eren is about to throw down, and whenever Eren throws down, you know it's for real. Like, Eren does not half-ass any of these fights.
Yeah, it was again. You see, for me, I thought the most shocking part of this episode would be seeing these guys reveal their true identities as Titans and from their hometown in the same hometown as Annie. Opens so many more questions than answers, but that's just the truth of a good reveal.
And I gotta say, it
More
was
questions.
real sad seeing Berthold's face throughout this whole thing. He was just, you could tell that he's not the leader in this whole thing. He's just kind of there for the ride, and man, he's not ready for it.
No, he's not. And the whole episode, Aaron keeps getting told his friends are uh, enemies, and he's just in denial, does not want to believe it. And then that one moment he's crying, and then all of a sudden he says, he says, "You goddamn traitors." He doesn't say it like that, but he says something like that.
Yeah, he's like, oh my, like you are these people. You actually did like betray us. How could you do this to us?
That was my favorite part of the episode, when he just was like, "Bastards," and then he bites himself. The classic, Naruto bite, Luffy
Yeah.
bite.
And he's
Aaron
just
does
like,
it too.
just tears flying upward as he's going down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then he forms his Titan for the first time this season. And, I mean, these are my favorite shots right here, when it's just like, you get the 3D look,
Yeah,
Titans
as
forming
they're
around
falling,
him.
and
Yeah.
I mean, you get the same thing with Ymir in the last episode, where as she's falling, she like cuts herself and like forms into the Titan,
Yeah.
and then just goes into battle. It's just like, it's so epic, it's so over the top, but I love it.
Love it. It's an incredible just feel, and this whole episode, it was like rainy and stormy outside. That was a perfect touch also, that obviously you can't really get that in the manga. But again, Eren, he's got his green eyes, and they're just bright as can be when he does become the Titan. I've missed this form, and it looks like next episode we're going to see a lot of
Oh yeah, he's about to go off.
yeah, this if you mess with your friends, that's one thing. If you betray your friends,
I mean,
I don't know what he's gonna do.
is this the first time since he fought Annie that he's been a Titan?
Yeah, he hasn't titanized since then.
That's pretty awesome.
So this is the middle of season 2. So this is kind of the mid-season finale. So you can think of it as, this was a huge secrets, huge reveals. But
Yeah.
again, like any good reveal, it creates more questions than answers. And we're gonna kind of see how this rides out. I don't know how the finale is going to top this, but I'll give it a shot.
Oh,
I'll let him
I'm
try.
pumped.
So these are just, I tried to compile all the emotions I felt during this episode. Anger, shock, just sad
And
Super
turning
Saiyan,
into lightning,
turning
like
into Super
a
Saiyan.
classic emotion we all have.
I really like the way they're using the art style to make these Titanizers Titanize. The Titan transformation.
And that's the biggest thing that the anime is adding to the overall story, is kind of the animation and like effect of the Titan transformation, which you could only get kind of like, usually was like Eren biting his hand, then like the midpoint of transformation, and then full transformation. You couldn't really give the whole thing, and now we're getting to see down here like the full Titan transformation.
Yeah, I'm super pumped to see what happens in the next episode. I'm just sitting back and watching. You got anything else you want to point out about this episode?
That I would be way more scared to mess with Mikasa than I would with the Titans, because the look on her face is no good.
Yeah, she is just the biggest badass, and
You have no doubt that she would kill them. No doubt.
she within seconds, Rainer and Bertolt should have just died if they were normal humans. They'd be gone in 2 seconds. I think she's gonna fight Bertolt next episode, and I'm just so excited to see what's gonna happen.
You think that she's gonna let Eren go off by himself? Hell no.
No, this is gonna be so crazy. I'm just ready.
Yeah.
All right. If you guys like this video, we got some Attack on Titan manga reviews probably right here. If you want to subscribe to us, Gobb's head is now There's now our subscription button right there. Some other videos we got right here. And yeah, if you like us, comment below, give us a like, give us a shout out. Yeah,
Yeah. I
until
think
next
all
time.
that's left is a little Team 12 out.